How are you feeling about the NPA's raid on Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula's home following, of course, what the Sunday Times reported a few weeks ago? Because they revealed that the speaker is being investigated in connection with allegations that while she was defense minister, she was paid millions of rand in cash bribes by an SANDF contractor. Her name is Nombasa Ntsondwandlovu. She owns a freight and logistics company called Umkhombe Marine, which apparently scored about 210 million rand SANDF tenders in 2019. And this is when she was married to a general in the SANDF. So her company got a tender to transport SANDF cargo across the continent to military missions. She has now submitted an affidavit implicating herself and the minister on this alleged corrupt relationship. So the investigative directorate is investigating, hence this raid at the speaker's house yesterday, because she's no longer the minister, she's now the speaker of parliament. And she says in her affidavit that she gave bundles of cash to Mapisa-Nqakula on 10 occasions. She was arrested by the NPA and charged with fraud related to the contracts in the SANDF, but was released on an 80,000 rand bail. So it looks like she will turn state witness, because she claims that the speaker solicited and received at least 2.3 million rand in cash from her when she was the defense minister. And I think we need to acknowledge how significant this development is. I think we must welcome it. Is it significant to you? Do you think this is going to amount to anything? Or are you just like many of us? You're cautiously optimistic? Because I've been excited several times. I remember when the Gupta's home was raided. Remember that? I was excited because I thought, yes, finally, something is going to be done. Where are the Guptas now? I got excited when Edwin Sodi's cars were attached. Remember when the Hawks arrived at his offices in Bryanston? They raided the home, and I think that's when they probably attached some of the vehicles, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if those processes were running concurrently, but there was a time when we got so excited. Where's Edwin Sodi now? I mean, that was so many years ago. I think that was it during COVID days? Probably in 2020, 2021. Angelo Agrizzi and Linda Mti. Linda Mti was the Correctional Services Commissioner. They were arrested too regarding corruption in Bosasa. That was before COVID. Where's that case now? Oh my goodness. I can go on and on. Siyabonga Kama. I can go on and on. There are these high-profile cases that when the NPA acts on them, and yes, we want them to act on them, when they finally do, you are sort of torn because you're like, on the one part, you support, you celebrate, you're excited that, my goodness, thank goodness, the NPA has gotten this far. But on the other hand, you also don't want to get too excited because the case could drag on, and this is best case scenario, the case could drag on for another 7 years. Or the case could be bungled. Zandile Kumede. When did that case start? Look at where things are now. Ace Magashule. When he was arrested, when he was made to appear in court, and they said the PA may turn state witness, and that's still not confirmed. Where's the case now? So, I don't know. Are you cautiously optimistic? And what do you think it is about these high-profile cases that it's just so difficult to crack? Because we haven't had a successful prosecution of a high-profile case or a high-profile individual in a very long time. And don't get me wrong, it's important for us to get the small fish. It's great to have the NPA solve some big fraud case. It's great when the Hawks are going to arrest this most wanted man in South Africa. And we must praise them for that. But it also matters how those in government are being held accountable. As citizens, when we see people in power being held accountable, being arrested, being successfully prosecuted, oh, you have no idea what kind of credibility that gives to the National Prosecuting Authority and some of our law enforcement agencies. We're filled with so much hope when we see that happen, because it reminds us of the rule of law and how we are all equal before the law. So when I see that if the NPA can go after that powerful person, I mean, they can go after you. And I think it instills some level of respect for the rule of law too, because you realize that if they can go after certain people, they can go after you. But can you make a case that they've really done well in successfully prosecuting some of these high-profile cases? Remind me of some of those cases, please.